So, is the system geared, or are you just geared to not care? Yeah. So, times are coming up. It's coming up where you'll have to defend your own sanity because they're finding that your perfectly healthy reaction to all of the insanity is unhealthy. They're saying that you're insane, but you're having a healthy reaction to a profoundly sick society. What are you going to do? See, in my area, I come up with a very simple solution. Of course, money is going to be talking about this. Gathering up in a sensation, it's looking like something is organizing. Yeah. And I say it's what's supposed to happen, otherwise the word would not even exist. Organization. See, this is a matter of if you're going by the heart, can your mind handle it? Are you mentally competent for that? Can you be put on trial? About what, Shauna? Who the fuck knows? That place over there? Whew, we need to get rid of it. And that's the whole point, see, of gathering your organization enough to where you don't need that place. You don't have to fuck with that. Just get your own shit together. Together. T. Well, see, if you separate that word, everybody has to know what together means, supposedly, right? You don't really know what that word means unless you take the words apart and read it. Read, R-E, re, and then a, add. Re-add. See, I see add, it could be as in like addition, but really it's advertisement. Fuck yeah. Hardly a minute 3 and I know somebody's following because why? Why? You are intelligent. You are alive and you've been called crazy because of that. Well, don't worry, babes, don't worry. See, even though there's clowns fronting the system right now, they can't, you can get past just kind of looking into it. Look into it long enough until it flinches. Yeah, it's like a staring game, right? You've got to stare off. Scorpios love that. You can't ever win a Scorpio, by the way. But here's the thing that you'll never be able to win is the Aquarius out of the fixed sign, see, and that's who's going to be creeping in with their bizarre philosophy, which is not a philosophy, but it is like a humanitarian code that is like 30 years ahead all the time, all the time. They are highly attuned to humanitarian issues and also, so they've kind of solved the problems already. They're like, they don't even have that kind of thing in them that makes it stupid as far as what we can see out there is just a collective stupid. No, some Aquarius is, if anything, they have gotten kind of, like I said, they're highly affected. They're like, oh God, they are doing some bizarre things because of the reaction. It's a healthy reaction, by the way, to the profoundly stupid society. Anyway, this channel that I'm doing is, well, it's 12/29, 2025. And see, 2025, see now, I say it's time to just say 25. We'll see when it gets to be 26. You don't have to say 20, say 26. Because we know what the fuck we're talking about. You know, and we'll say 19 something if we mean back then, but we're getting into, thanks for listening to this. I wanted to talk about this phenomena of people who are awakening, who are going to be called crazy. And then they're just basically what's happening is they are alive. They're more alive than the living dead around them. But this is ages old. But it's kind of going to, see, it's ages old in that you can go to in the far corner of the library somewhere, maybe it still exists. You can find these books about the warrior and these people off on the outskirts of the mountains or whoever. They are gurus, they are shamans, they are, I want to say storytellers, but gurus comes up into the mind again and it's completely corrupt, right? I mean, see, there's a difference between storytellers and then people that just gossip. Yeah, and you have to put your foot down on that one because the storytellers will be attacked and rendered up crazy and invalid by the gossipers. Gossipers don't really have a handle on life very good, and so they have to kind of assume and tell, like they look at each other only and they don't really have an experience. They don't know how to just say, yeah, whatever, it's none of my business, and what is it yours either. Now that right there, that tone, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. You've heard that song, right? Let's get into that groove. Anyway, no, it's going to be very free, like that. That's like a humanitarian code. It's like, that's not even your business, right? But see, but they know what their business is, really. They'll know how to, like, what the babes. It's not just Aquarius. We have Aries over there that says, "Excuse me," but that hurts me. I don't want it. I don't even want to see it because I had to detox for 4 fucking days, and so that's where I'm saying, let's do sanctuary somehow, some way. As long as you can hear what we're saying. Who's we're, Shauna? There are going to emerge leaders in your area, on Facebook, everywhere, everywhere. We're just going to assume our natural born position. Hello, Aries. Hello. The part of the organism that is the Aries is somewhere in your chart. And there, in fact, you're experiencing Saturn and Neptune going through that house. See, if you're lucky like me, you have it in the first house. It's a natural placement. Aries rules the first house. That's why we go by the Aries chart. It's just a natural placement there. It's kind of frank. It's like what you see is what you get sometimes. I mean, it can be that way, but there's other placements. Anyway, I have a sun in Libra. But let's get back to the deception, babes. You're perfectly alive. You're not willing to wear your hoodie anymore. You want to just bust out into rainbow, man. The shit that creation of creation is really made of. Not just black and white. Alan Watts says there's the prickly people and the wiggly people. There's wiggly people and then there's the prickly people. The same to say that there's 2 types of people here, babes. There are non-human beings, prickly, and then there are human beings, wiggly. I don't mind that, but one of the things I would like to happen for everybody in the global population is that if they're unhappy by what they see around them, like as a so-called ecology that they need a reflection from. If you need a reflection, like, do you need a community around you that knows from where you're coming from? So sorry about this rant. It's just ranting. I'll put that rant for the next year. I mean, this last year that we're wrapping up, which it's not a wrap up, babes. It's a wrap up when the sun enters into Aries in March. Okay, so hang in there. And it's a real live chrysalis time because, no, I mean, people will really feel this thing that's going on. See, what has never happened before up here, I try to tell you, there's something happening where the daffodils, they're trying to push up out of the ground, and it's not even January. And that's never happened. I'm looking at leaves on my lilac tree. It's supposed to be winter time for 3 months. But out there, they're getting signs of little leaves are coming up on my peach tree. It's trying to get like little buds. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to prune that like when? It's supposed to be like now, but between now and February for sure. But it's like, I got to do it now because it was hardly even a winter time. But, I kind of seen Mother Nature do some trippy stuff around here. But no, this to me, this is apocalyptic. I mean, it could change a lot. That's what apocalypse means, change. And it can change a lot. See, if it remains warm too long, like long enough, see, where I live, it gets down to 27 degrees. It'll ice over. Permafrost happens for a while. It'll happen in my yard because where I live in the mountain range, all of the cold air sinks down and it stays here. But you see, as you know, global warming and stuff, we have had record temperatures, a never before thing. I remember that when it first hit 100 degrees, actually 99 degrees, it was the first time it ever did that, ever. See? And so, but anyway, storytelling today, I'm just letting you know it's not gossiping, okay? There's a difference between gossipers, crazy people, and storytellers, people who are alive and they witness things and they're reliable that way as human beings. Back to what I'm experiencing here, and I think it's important that we communicate here, and then if you have to go to the courthouse, go for it. But you have to press through. You just can't cower down. You have to look at the language that they're using and go with it. But see, there is a bunch of people there that are programmed to do the opposite of what the language is actually talking there. They do the opposite in energy. Energetically, they find you guilty when you're not. And you have to break through. You have to kind of break through. Just break through in communications. But you see, what we see is kind of, okay, well, they talk about a race going on. It's fair play. We're supposed to do a lot here that has to do with communications. And that's why some of the controversy, you've seen it over a long period of time. But see, they claim that the story of Christ Jesus really, what culminates there, if you were to witness it as just standing back as a life going on, is that person was crucified through the judicial system, capital punishment, like tortured and shit, because she said something. And one of the things I think she said was, well, yeah, be sure you never pass judgment on a single soul, not even a murderer, until the monetary system is abolished. Are we done yet? And she knew what the hell she was talking about. Why? Oh, that's a creative person right there. She knows that there's such a better potential, a bigger potential to all of the material that we have access to. When you look around, babes, it is a desert ecology. I'm talking about the people. You're better off going into a desert or just a forested area and contemplating real life, because the people are it's a death valley. You know that, right? It's a fucking backdrop. No, I love these people. I love them. I love every bit of them. But are they loving me? Do they know what that is? I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that we even meet in the flesh. Like, huh? What are we doing today? Oh, I'm getting a Slurpee. Not. It's rare to find somebody like me. You won't see me getting a Slurpee. I already had a Slurpee. See, we do something here in life, in case the kids don't know. Some of you do, and you're probably wise beyond your age, and you just know by observation. You're the kind that can look and learn and say, well, I'm certainly not going to go there. I don't need to drink vodka before I go to work and stuff like that, or beat my kids, or even do any of that, right? You're just like, I think I'll not do that. You're a fucking special person. But for the rest of the population, I don't know, here we go. I'm just rambling. I'm excited, you take your time. Take your time. Cool and steady and slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Whatever race there is, I'll try to tell you about the race. And it's like, babes, no. You got to jump on top of it. When it's time to communicate, communicate. Do it. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. And don't type a message and then unsend it. Just fucking send it. Just send it, babes. See, I am a creator. You don't know what I've accomplished, and you never will. But I know my accomplishments, and I know how happy I am about it. I have a lot of listening to do. If you're interested in music, musical ability, I hope that it all comes back. I would like to bring the true meaning of the offering through music, let alone all the math that there's possibly to learn. If you're learning music, if you're just learning the basics, it'll open you up both hemispheres of the brain, and that's all you need to know for the rest of your life to be able to learn and know most anything else if it's worthwhile, baby. Whew, that's saying a lot, because you know what? There's a system out there that says, worthwhile? Huh, over my dead body system? Aren't you glad I didn't just turn this off? We, as far as the part of you that is Aries, wherever it is in your chart, see, I'm the Aries rising saying, me, I'm saying, we're coming alive, we're coming awake, we're going to be ourselves better. and hopefully you are getting on a better tip with people. It's been difficult with people. You can't take their support because they're not really supporting you. That's the truth. You have to say, excuse me, but energetically, you can't fool me. You cannot fool an Aries. Energetically, see, there's a part of in your chart, but really, what I'm talking about, no, in where you are as an Aries, really who you are as, okay, Aries represents your head and your nervous system. The thing that, how the RAM has this big rack. Well, you wouldn't believe that it's actually magnetically, electrically communicating, and believe it or not. But no, if you can imagine something like it's like that, right? There's an apparatus that says "Hamana" and over my dead body system, or whatever. But no, gosh, it's excitement. It's tons of energy at our disposals. Once again, see, we've felt it before, but it's been kind of dumbed down for a while now. That Neptune and Pisces, and then the way it was aspecting Pluto and Capricorn and stuff like this, Saturn there too. Ooh, it's been a while that our energy, our very human spirit force energy. Pardon me while I look at my outdoors is beautiful scenery, and I love looking out there. Otherwise I just go out there and I inhale whatever I can of what's left of the wilderness out there. It's kind of mind-boggling how from one home to the next in my area. I want to get out of this area. I was trying to tell you in the beginning, maybe, that there should be a rearrangement. I think that I would love to do that. I would like to know who can understand me as far as when I start talking about alive people. See, we're going to start coming alive, and that's the worst nightmare of the living dead population. All of them. People getting paid big bucks to live that lie and tell the lie and keep everybody down. Subconsciously, really. It might be a fucking programming that their ancestors are involved with, and it's just gotta stop. A lot of people are going to be waking up and they're going to have to deal with being looked at as crazy, and who cares? I'm saying, who cares? No, just refreshing yourself. That us crazy people who knew that we were up against a lot of bullshit here because of that uh, misunderstanding. If you're alive, if you're an artist, if you're at all, my cat, she must have a hairball. I'm sorry, sweetie. And she hurt her tail the other day. She must be going through something. She's feeling something. I have to figure. Oh, so there's Sagittarius planets. She's a Gemini. It's just not a good time for Geminis right now, right? With Sagittarius. I mean, it's not a good time for mutables with the Neptune. Like right there, the full cup of Neptune in Pisces. It's a big test for all of the mutables and beginning of Cardinal too. See, so hang in there and practice love and space and acceptance for your little baby. Poor thing. She really kind of hit her butt. I don't know what she did, but it's an injury that I think she needs to strengthen her agility and everything. And she has a friend, Gray, who helps her with that. And we're outside all the time. She's actually, I believe, really, she's kind of autistic, a little slow. She's just the cutest thing in the world. I love her a lot. And anyway, thanks for listening to this and being on my side, really. Being on my side energetically. It's about relating. Really, that's what love really is. Love doesn't belong in any one relationship. It is just pure relating. And that's what's going to really start to bubble up and say, no, we can't like wear our hoodies anymore. We go like this and say, hey, I see you. What did you just say? Even though you cussed? Well, because I'm a human being, I cuss. It doesn't mean I'm crazy. No, I think it's because you're lazy that you think I'm crazy, by the way, because I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm awakened, right? I love, I have feelings, I'm human. That all qualifies for crazy in the society of crazy people. I mean, bona fide. They are so dangerous because they don't know how fucking insane they really are. That's what's really dangerous about it. Otherwise, it's like click out. You took that seriously, huh? Well, let's get on the same page now. There's the sun, moon, the truth is the same for all. The sky carries it. Did you log in? Did you log in? What are you doing? Who do you work for? That's the question. Where do you get your money, right? A lot of times people ask that, but if they ask it right away, that person there is an enemy. Really, because I would say that's an old question. Ask this. Do you know what money's up to? And how I don't give a fuck what you do as long as you stayed away from it and you practice loving people and being a real presence on this plane. Let the satanic system drop. You're not winning anything. You are winning a place in hell forever, which is, make no mistake, that world out there that seems to chug away without knowing that the sky exists, that it's like a perfect opportunity every single day to do something different. And it's discipline. Oh my God, to do the opposite of what you see going on out there is a discipline. Talk about discipline, babes. Where's the discipline? Even when you're being tossed around by these so-called authority, triangulating you with the gossip system over there that, what the fuck is their story? It's getting pretty fucking hot and heavy, babes. It's getting hot and heavy for them. It's getting hot and heavy for us, but I would say the EWE. If you believe in the we, and I'm not meaning it by like codependent. No, interdependence. Are you kidding me? What happened to the good art? Well, nobody supported the good artists because they were being turned off by the goody two shoes, the people that say, well, you can't do it unless we pay you. You can't get the right microphone. You will just stay in your town and not be a global sensation. And I say, why not? What can you do in your town, in your neighborhood? As an example going on, starting in your home. What have you done? Really, besides for cage yourself off and wear a mask for a living. Comment section down below. Pardon me while my cat's interfering. Here, I'll get her and I'll say hi. Say hi to everybody, baby. Oh, she's so wonderful. Oh, she's so great. Say hi. Hi. Hello, Mini Ma. Oh, she's so wonderful. But my kitty cat, she's a mascot. See how her paws are? Oh, they're so cute. What a cute little thing. We're going to go outside and run around. She's kind of injured, like I was saying, her tail. And thank you so much for the extra pigeon and donations from the friends that feel sorry for me. Sorry. I don't want that. I don't really want people to feel sorry for me. I want you to have faith in me, right? I'm glad we're all in this together. And I was trying to tell you, let me finish this up about the word together. There's 3 words in there. If you can type it in the comment section down below in such a way that, like, use capital letters that isolates the 3 words there, but keeping it together, you can do that. Yeah, it's important. Find birds and words there. There's 3 of them. And get back to me. What are the main 3 words you get when you pull that mouth noise together apart? Because that's the goal. And then we'll talk about the last word, how the R, see there's an R there? Changes the rules there. See, you should reverse it. Know that something is that you need to look into it deeper and say, well, you know what? Something can be reversed to make more sense. To what, Shauna? What do you mean? Compared to what? Pretend like you're sheep and you're out in the meadow. And it's just basic. It's like there's just basic things that you already know because you have looked. You looked. And then you're like, well, I don't know what a satellite is, but I know what satellites are. See? Simple as that. But see, in case you have a hard time translating yourself and saying, no, look, that says satellite. I know what sat means too. See, there are shepherds. Shepherds, these are the ones that know just a little bit more about how to get, they hold your sword for one. They are beckoning as warriors. They hold your swords and they're sharpening them right in front of your face and they're like, these are yours, right? And you're like, that's, and then pretty soon you start using your sword, and that's what we need as far as getting together. Yeah, that's all we have is our words. I know they're going to say, how dare you? What? Be human? And just use the fact that we have a tongue here? What else are you going to do with your tongue? Anything? Nothing? See, there's where I'm saying a lot of women need to back out of this and say, fuck, I'm going over here. It won't be so bad, believe me. Technology might be better if we're just allowed to just, you know what? They're not using their tongue. We'll go over here and we'll